guys, so these are my elephant fish. Very hard to film because they're at the back, and I've just done a morning feed, and my morning feed consists of my crushed mixed dry food that has quite a bit of insects in them. So there's mealworms, calico worms, and grasshoppers, all dried, and I break them up and crush them and mix them with my crushed mix, which also has krill and shrimp, and different pellets and different flakes and all that sort of thing, and spirulina and chlorella. Anyway, so they get a bit of that. They get two dessert spoons of that, and then they get mixed frozen food, and it's the frozen food that the elephant fish really like. So there's bloodworm, tubifex worm, spirulina, artemia, which is brine shrimp, and then there's like a miniature bloodworm as well, which it goes to the pea puffers first, and then it comes to the elephant fish. There's one. Now the elephant fish, as you can see, there we go. The reason that they're called elephant nose fish is because they have like a little elephant trunk protruding from their face. There are two of them in this tank. They've got a really weird tail at the end there, look, and their bodies are very strange shapes. So the front end, there we go. The front end looks like almost like a dolphin. Where their face ends, they have a little tiny mouth, and then below it is this appendage that sticks out, which is the elephant trunk, or it looks like an elephant's trunk, and so that's why they are called elephant nose fish. They're a member of the knifefish family, and they're called Peter's elephant nose fish. There we go, you can just about see that one at the back there. They're mostly nocturnal, but mine come out an awful lot in the daytime. They are, bear with me, they're a member of the Gnathonemus family, which includes knifefish. But these ones are Petersil, elephant, which is the elephant nose fish. The back end of the fish, they have a very long sort of shaft at the end of the body that joins up to a very strange little tail, and it's in this bit of the actual shaft that I've read that they produce this electric charge. So it's like a little coiled spring, and then as they move it, it produces an electrical charge, and the electrical charge, they can then feel where they're going, and it's another sort of sensory organ, and they produce like an echo location with that. And they're amazing, interesting creatures. As I say, they are actually nocturnal. Ooh, there we go. I was just having a little tussle with another fish. And although they're nocturnal, in my tank, I do see them a lot. They do hide out at the back. They're quite a slender fish, and they can fit into very slim spaces to hide. But at night time, they come out and they swim around the tank, in the open water. You don't really see them swimming around in the daytime, just at night, because it's dark, and because they can do this echolocation thing. They are absolutely fascinating creatures. Now, yesterday I did have a look up, and I found out that about the noise that they make. Now, if you put a microphone into the water, you can hear them talking to each other, and they make a clicking noise, much the same as dolphins, which is why I suppose they've got like the head of a dolphin with a little trunk on the end, and then the tail of almost like a shark, because it's that flat the other way around sort of thing, rather than a dolphin's tail. But they do make a fascinating noise. And if you want to go and have a look, I'm going to actually advertise someone else's channel, and it's How to Timindustries. If you go and look at that, fascinating. He plugs in a speaker so that you can hear what the noises that they make, and it does sound just like a dolphin. The noise, not the noise. Sorry about my dolphin impression. But they do sound, the clicking noise is much the same as an echolocation noise for a dolphin. And this is how the fish communicate amongst themselves, the elephant fish, and how they can also find their food. But fascinating, I do love them. I think they're awesome fish. I wouldn't mind having more, but my tank's although my tank is quite big, I think I've probably got enough. I might get another one perhaps. I'd like to have like a trio at least, because I wouldn't mind breeding them. I don't know whether I could breed them. I think they'd probably be very, very difficult. But possibly if I put them in one of my ponds up in the polytunnel in the summertime, that might be a possibility, but I have no idea. Anyway, elephantnose fish. Peter's elephantnose fish are fascinating, incredible fish, and they're nocturnal, as I say, and at night I'll put a clip of a video I did last night of them swimming about freely in the tank. Like I say, they're very hard to see because they're just a very strange but beautiful fish. I can't even see them now. Hang on, bear with me. There we go. You can see the tail of one just at the back there. They grow to 6 to 8 inches in a fish tank in captivity, but when they're in the wild, they grow up to 10 inches. I presume it's just that they've got more room, but fascinating. And for a fish that's quite a large fish, they have such a small mouth. It's tiny, their mouth. I will put a picture on here of the sort of head end of it, just so you can see. Now the picture I'm putting on, you'll see that it looks like it's smiling. That's not its mouth. The mouth is, there you go, there's its little nose. If you go to the bottom of the trunk, next to the face, that's where the mouth is. It's above the trunk, so the face comes to the end, there's a little tiny hole which is the mouth, and then the trunk protrudes from that, and the trunk is used to sniff out food in amongst the substrate, and that's how they find their food. And absolutely, I just love them. I think they're amazing. I hope you're enjoying my channel. I hope you're enjoying my in-depth looks into different fish in my main oddball fish tank, which is this one. If you are, please like and subscribe, share with your friends. It all helps. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm getting there, but a little help would be lovely from all you lovely people. My elephant fish, before I go, are called Cheeky and Millie. And the reason they're called Cheeky and Millie is because I used to work with elephants years and years and years ago at a place called Crickets and Thomas near Chalk, which was a little zoo in the UK. If you're in America, you're going to have to look it up, and you'll find that that's where I worked with a couple of elephants called Cheeky and Millie. It was where To the Manor Born was filmed. There you go. Have a look at that. But yeah, Cheeky and Millie, the elephantnose fish. Hope everyone's well, cheers. Hi, so this is night time in my fish tank. See if we can put some light on. I wanted to see if the elephantnose are out. Because I looked just now, there we go, there's one floating about at the back. They're going to be really annoyed with me. But yeah, elephantnose are a nocturnal fish. Mine do come out in the daytime as well. God, look at that, you can't see through the glass because it's so filthy. That's because there's a light shining off it. They're nocturnal fish. There's another one, look, there's the other one. So you can see its eyes glowing up, lovely. And they are swimming about, which is fabulous. But I don't really see them floating about at night because I don't really look at the tank at night because its lights are off, aren't they? I used to have a blue light on. I wonder if that would work on it. I don't know, but I've got that still set up. Anyway, nocturnal fish. It would seem that when you look around my tank, everything's nocturnal because everything's still swimming about. turn that off again. Nocturnal elephant fish. They're absolutely amazing little beasties, these elephant fish. There's one of them there. And their eyes shine up like crocodile eyes in a way. You see that one? You see how bright its little eyes are? Fabulous fish. Can't see it now, it's disappeared. Now earlier on I watched a video and it was about the elephant fish and how you can listen to them underwater. And if you watch them, my channel, you watch my other video, or I might extend the video and put this bit onto it, but the front end of an elephant fish looks like a dolphin with a trunk, and the back end is just a weird shape as well. Now the back end of it, the shaft of the tail, as it were, so the bit at the end of the body that joins to the tail. I can zoom in there because pufferfish is in the way. Now the bit at the end, oops, that's between the tail and the body is like a coiled spring, and they can produce an electrical charge off it, which they use in a kind of radar sort of way. And so they can sense what's going on around them, but they also make this amazing clicking noise, which again is the kind of the radar bit going on. So please go and watch. If you type in to Google search what does a elephant nose fish sound like, then it'll tell you. I'll try and read it, hang on. Okay, there's a guy on YouTube. I'm just advertising someone else's channel, but how to Timindustry, that's what he's called, and he puts he plugs his speaker in, and he puts it in the water, and you can hear what the sound of the elephant fish is, and it sounds like a dolphin. It's incredible. I mean, not the like that, but the actual noise that a dolphin makes, the clicking noises of the underwater clicking noises, that's what it sounds like. So do go and watch. It's not my channel, and I don't mind advertising someone else. When it's interesting, it's something that you can go and listen to, but do go and listen to it, because it's absolutely fantastic that someone had got the tenacity to go and have a look and have a listen to see what they sounded like, and they sound absolutely incredible. So do have a look at how to Timindustry. Type that in, you'll find out about elephant fish and the noise that they make. I hope you don't mind me mentioning you, Tim, but I thought it was fascinating. He had 5 elephant fish, and he was saying how awkward they are to keep when you've got them in a fish tank. Now I've only got the 2, one's smaller than the other, one big, one small, Cheeky and Millie I've called them, and I think they're fascinating fish. And the fact that they can communicate by this clicking noise is just fantastic as well. And the fact that they've got a little trunk, so their mouth is at the end of their face. There is a picture on this video of a elephant fish, and it looks like it's smiling, but it's not. Its mouth is right on the end of its face, and then the trunk bit goes underneath, and it kind of projects out underneath the mouth. The mouth is tiny, so what they feed on is they suck into that little hole, and that's what they feed with. Now I can see one down the back there because you can see its eye shining. Look. But the elephant nose bit is for probing into the sand and the substrate to find their prey, the worms and the insects that live in the substrate. Fantastic fish. Anyway, elephant fish, I just wanted to bring you along and show you what they look like at night. I hope you got to see them. I'm sorry if it's a bit boring because you'd only see them for half a minute, but I think they're fantastic anyway. So that's what elephant fish look like at night when they're swimming about. I'm going to leave them to it. Look at this. Look at that, how blue that one is. One of my little blue rams. Anyway, this is my fish tank at night. I don't want to freak them all out too much, so I just wanted to bring you in and show you elephant fish. They're called Peter's elephant nose fish. Fabulous fish. Everyone's well, cheers. Found a picture of the Peter's elephant nose fish, and this is it. Now the electrification thing, where it can sense its way around in the murky waters in Western Africa, where it comes from, come from that bit of the tail. Let me just show you that. So they come from this bit of the tail, and it powers it up. It's like a coiled spring inside, and it powers it up, and then it produces this echolocation. Now I've got to just say that I've read a fascinating thing about it, and it was, if you look up, if you're interested in all of this and the elephant nose fish, then if you look it up, Oxford University researcher Sarah Keel, and she did a lot of work on this and how the echolocation, kind of electronic location, works in an elephant fish. So please feel free to go and look it up, because it's really fascinating, and they're incredible little creatures. The electrification bit comes from this end, from the tail end, and this bit here is the little proboscis trunk thing, which has lots of sensors in it, and it picks up and makes a 3D picture of its surroundings, so it can find its prey. And that the elephant trunk also finds the insect prey that lives in the substrate and the gravel and that of the rivers. But they are fantastic fish. The mouth is just there, that's it there, that tiny bit, and it's a little tiny round mouth, and then the trunk, which is underneath it, that's at the end there, it dips into the substrate, and it uses this echolocation to find its prey, and it's fantastic. But do read up on it if you're interested about them, because I'm fascinated. I think they're amazing. The more I read about them, the more interested I am about them. And yeah, they can talk to each other using these clicks in the water. The other one is, if you're interested, how to Timindustry's listen to the elephant nose talking, which is making these clicking noise, which is kind of like a dolphin. Absolutely fascinating. Love them. Elephant nose fish. Peter's elephant nose fish. Cheers.